Galio, so double mages in the bot lane just as we predicted.
Viktor versus likely Cassio down there as we wrap up our draft of game number 1. Still for a scuttle on the top side. Should get him closer to that cataclysm.
For them to stop the stacking of top esports if they can do it.
And they're going to do it. It'll be this bot lane tower. Swayon was really able to bully Shanks down there in the bottom lane. With a nice heal, will be able to get himself away from the Dark Procession. Dragon started up here now by TES. Tien and Cream. Going in is Tarzan. It's a 1v2 for now, but Shanks has already arrived. Goes forward with the Justice Punch. It looks like the Stand United was not utilized, at least completely. And so it will be top esports going back over to the Dragons at 2000 HP. And secured by Tien. It's a 2-1 lead in that department for top esports. Teleports coming in, and now we will get our full-on 5v5, but it might not be the 5v5 for long, as Tien will go down to the Herald of all things. And it will be Tarzan picking up first blood. It'll be a trade 1-for-1 as Shanks went down on the other side, but it looks like AL's not done. Swayon is flashed upon by both Kyle and Tarzan, and Hope is the one to pick up the stack of cash. AL go 2-for-1 despite losing the Dragon.
Very decent fight in general with the way that they had set it up, and now Kyle can be caught.
Right back to the scene of the crime we go, into the Dragon Pit where Kyle is caught, and that trying the result, of this Jayce going down.
His pocket. AL is starting to become a bit of a problem in these side lanes, getting more and more
gold. Top esports will go in first. Tarzan looking for a cataclysm onto a backline carry, but both of them have flash at this point. The knockup lands onto Tien. Dragon at 20,000 HP goes in, secured by Tarzan, and AL even up the Dragon count. Cataclysm goes in onto 2, and there comes the double flag and drag. Hero's entrance ends up getting cancelled though. That means there's no knockup to follow up. A huge Dark Procession delays the backline of TES and results in AL splitting the fight in half. Shanks goes in. It will be Swayon that drops dead, and Cream and Jackie Love still on the run. The Realm Warp will lead the Ryze to safety, but AL end up with a massive win around this. Driving the tempo. This is the snowball that they wanted to roll here in this game 1. And Tarzan and Tien once again duking it out, but it's going to be the Jarvan who ends up winning this. He's got 3 items and a Stand United on his side. Kyle coming forward, lands the taunt onto the Lee Sin. Another flag and drag will connect, and the Sonic Wave has no chance as Kyle.
In the back end here, he has absolutely become a big issue with that gold lead. The question now is how much can they get when they get a 3-4v5 push with all of these objectives now on their side.
You see Hope really coming online.
Connected, but AL might be a little bit pincered here as well. Neither team wants to make a massive mistake.
Kyle already poked out a bit, but so is Cream. He gets locked in here. The baby cage is going to chunk him down to half HP, and that Maiden's doing a whole lot of damage. Cream already has the Seraph shield popped, and now Tien is in a horrible position. He's going to get easily taken down by Breathe. The Blast Cone only
delayed. Jungle dip, we can call this, a bad play coming in from Cream as well to get chunked
finally, this blue ward is going to spot them out, but it might be a little bit too late. Tarzan actually flag and drags over the wall, trying to bait top esports into their own demise. Jackie Love immediately gets taunted up by Kyle, and it's forced to burn both of his summoner spells, but now Tarzan could be in a little bit of trouble. Rove flashes in, lands a big pull, and Jackie Love's got the poison coming down, and Kyle does not have the cure. First kill of the fight going TES's way, and now the snowball is starting to roll the other way. Miasma connects onto Shanks. He pops the taunt for a little bit of damage reduction. The poison is ticking down.
Baron is on the table. Teleport coming through. The fight is still happening. Top esports is pretty low. They should get this.
They're going to get the Baron. The question is, will they escape with their lives? Hope still at full HP, and Breed has now been taunted up. Tarzan goes in with the flag and drag, lands a big knockup onto Jackie Love, who was forced to go golden, but Breathe is still alive. Hope now flashing away. In goes Shanks, back from base, able to nearly take down one, and he then takes down a second. Jackie Love will go down next. The Arcane Storm raining hell upon top esports. It's a triple kill for Hope. He's not going to be able to make it a quad as he's a little bit farther away, but it will still be the ace secured for anyone's legend. They don't get the Baron, but they're pushing down 2 lanes and are going to swing this game right open.
Anyone's legend. They made it interesting in that final fight. They get caught in a choke point, overextending for a fight they did not need to take, but it doesn't matter. TES are able to throw at the Baron like they always do, and Hope, the player who's been criticized the most here for AL, steps up in a big moment on these mages to push them to a 1-0 series lead.
Yeah, still 15 seconds on Tien. The death timer is just too much at this stage in the game. Top esports looked for their one moment back into it, but AL slammed the door right back in their face. Nexus down at 35-30, and AL up to a 1-0 lead.
There you go. I mean, going to be the Sylas that's going to be the lock-in here for Shanks. You know, one of his signature champions, if not his actual signature champion that he's been able to play throughout his entire career. I honestly don't think the game state is Tarzan's a little bit scared, I think, of the Sylas. That being said, Tarzan's jumping in. TN is a little disconnected. He should have the spell shield. I was going to be surprised if that actually turned into anything. We can see the supports are going to be roaming, and once again, Zweion's going to force the flash top.
Yeah, already just a one-shot, 100-0. This guy knows the limits of the Olaf and will be able to pick up first blood. Now in the bottom lane, it's JackeyLove limit testing a little bit of his own. Dashes forward, finds the double shot, and it'll be Zhuo who ends up taking the tower shot to save the Lucian's life for now. Here comes Tarzan, though, and JackeyLove going to try to get a plate. They give the kill over to the Rell.
JackeyLove. We are going to be getting the dragon stopped, at least for the time being. Kyle going to run into both bot lane members here of Top Esports. He's going to look for the engage. Hope is in the area. Could be a little bit of an exchange. Great satchel by Hope to be able to pick up some more damage. Tarzan in the area. They could look for the dive here if they do want to go for it. It's going to be on JackeyLove. He's going to be bursted down. He's under tower. He's taken down by Tarzan. The re-engage coming down with the ultimate. The invulnerable is perfect. Tarzan on this Naafiri for themselves. He's going to need to stay active. Right now, it's Zweion that could potentially be a target on the top side, though.
Yeah, going to try to maybe fight things out. Breathe jumps the other way to force Zweion into a tough position. Regardless, Breathe.
TN has to try and get something elsewhere on the map.
Yeah, TN has not been as active as Tarzan. And speaking of, looks like the Naafiri could have another gank opportunity, forcing Cream's flash. And now TN going to be in some trouble as well. Kyle able to put that Magnet Storm down onto the Nocturne. Abscond Abduct does not connect onto him. And so TN's life will be saved for a little bit. Try to swing this game back into their favor. The dragon is ticking, maybe about half HP as Tarzan jumps over the wall scatter. Not connecting initially, and TN will be able to retreat back to the dragon. It's at 50 HP, but it is secured by the Lucian with a final auto attack. TN doesn't get the dragon with his smite. His team will end up collecting it, and it'll cost him his life. In goes the Naafiri ulti as Tarzan is on the hunt for more. The Unleashed power comes out, not finding the kill onto the dog, but the second proc of the Q will from Shanks. A double kill opened up for the Sylas, and he might try to make it a third. Dashes forward with the chains, misses the Q, but still will be able to result in 4 kills going the way
at this point in the game. But Breathe is level 11. Hope is going to be able to pick up a tower on the bottom side for AL. Again, getting him in a strong position for the side lane is essential. And now even Breathe has an advantage in this side lane. Oh no.
Yeah. This is not good here for Zweion. He still has the ulti, but just gets hit by every piece of the combination on the Mega Gnar. Tested. Overall, it's a 4v3, but that's going to change with a teleport coming in from both top laners. Actually, it's Shanks joining on AL side, and he's got a massive flank. In comes the Magnet Storm, finding 2. The Rift Herald is secured by Top Esports, but they aren't going to be able to win the fight in response. Zweion gets dragged right back in to the ensuing composition of Anyone's Legend. Stolen away Nocturne ulti from Shanks, looking for a little bit of extra razzle.
I mean, that is the best team fight that AL have played this entire series. This just really well done by AL. They are clinical with their execution. Jackie's kind of low, but that satchel might have saved Hope's life.
Dashing forward, Hope's gonna die. That's a big chunk of gold going the way of Jack. So Rift Herald was secured here. Zweion was, able to pick it up. Bit of a saving grace, but in the bottom lane, it'll be Shanks going for a 1v1 on to Cream. Uses the Unleashed power, but he's unable to get the full charge in. Now, in the topside river, another skirmish around the Scuttle Crab, and it's being won once again by AL. Tarzan hunting down JackeyLove. He dashes away from the Q. Will be able to get a little bit more damage down, but nobody will fall on the AL side. Breathe and Zweion now engaged in a 1v1, and of course it's the Gnar to win out on the end of that play. 4 kills going over.
Exist in a side lane against Sylas, and of course, there's no way for you to be able to win an exchange. JackeyLove not going to be able to do that. Shanks, is he going to be able to kill Cream once again here?
Oh gosh, he's going to go in for the Q2, and there comes Tarzan looking for even more damage. They already take down one TN, going to be the next to follow, like a swarm of honeybees going towards a lowly flower bed.
Splash. So he is going to survive. JackeyLove once again just continuing. I think it's been pretty good to have Kyle on some of these playmakers. The Shen was relevant in game 1, but maybe not the carry. And Cream's maybe dead again.
Yep, there goes Tarzan, who is a level up on the enemy mid laner. Forced to flash away, though, as in goes the Magnet Storm from Kyle. Cancelled a little bit by the Ultra Mega Fire Kick, and a big Scatter of the Week is going to allow for Top Esports to pick up the first kill of the extended engage. 4v5 on the map. TN, though, very low, and a lot of tools no longer available on the TES side. Breathe building up the rage, looking for a Mega Gnar, but isn't going to find it just yet, as Jackie Love looking to chase him down alongside Zwayan, who has popped the Ragnarok, looking for another kill. Is the Lucian. He dodged away from the bouncing bomb, the Cozy Campfire, trying to keep him alive. Another Scout of the Week lands onto Hope, but there's not enough juice left in the tank here for top Esports. It looked like a big fight, but it'll end up only being a 2-for-2.
It's Hope that actually saves the fight as it's not over.
Scatter. Oh, makes it a 1-for-1 as the Mega Inferno Palm rains hell upon Cream. It is still an even trade, and hey, even is winning at this point, but Tarzan's not done just yet. He sniffed out Jackie Love like tested Baron. Going over to AL, they'll be wearing purple for the next 3 minutes. Maybe the fight.
The amount of engage on this team is staggering with Gnar and Rell and potentially Sylas on the backline as well. Zwayan going to be trying to get something on the top side, but if AL pull the trigger, the game could be over instantly.
Zwayan's going to have to come back sooner rather than later to save the base. Looks like Jackie Love clearing this wave out good enough, as AL instead turn their attention to this mid lane tier 3, and also Cream, who has been isolated and taken down by the Gnar. In goes the Magnet Storm, finding 3 members underneath the turret, but maybe they went a little bit too far. Jackie Love still alive, and now it's Zwayan hunting down Breathe with the help of Joe. Culling comes out as well, Breathe approaching Mega, but he will not reach that threshold. Zwayan gets a double kill. He's flashing onto Hope, and top Esports stay alive through a triple kill onto their top laner.
It's a complete mistake from AL. It loses them the dragon. It cuts their gold lead basically in half, but them overextending. AL is likely going to have to make some sort of mistake in the back end of this game, giving them Baron. I think this soul is essential. I think you can't win the game if you give this dragon over for free. I think it's nearly impossible for them to, consistently be able to find their way back into this game. Is this a tough fight? Absolutely, but Infernal Soul is really your way back in to be able to re-enable this Lucian and this Syndra who's really far behind. That's the call. I don't know how much easier this game is going to get if you give more resources over to AL. I mean, that's 2 Infernal Dragons.
This fight is crucial for the Series 2 remain intact. In goes Zwayan on a big TP flank, and TN already entering the fight with the Paranoia. Scout of the Week landing on the Kyle, but the Rell still surviving for a little bit longer as the first casualty will be Breathe. Ziggs is in the back line, looks for Jackie Love, who's already forced to flash away, and Breathe sends the bot lane straight to their doom. A double kill for the new top laner of AL, and it's an absolute team fight wipe. 5-for-1 for AL. It'll be a 2-0 win for them as they go up to 3-1 in the standings and give top Esports their first loss of the split.
Anyone's Legend proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that they are a top 2 team in the LPL with a monstrous victory here today. It's an unbelievable look for a team that we had questions on, for a team that we did not believe in.